Once again, it is that time of day. The best part of the day. It is time for Link to the Past Randomizer. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Forgotten to Pay, and I'm joined by Goron1988. How you doing, Goron?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to a great race today, and we have got some lovely runners here for you on the restream.
Yeah, racing for us today on the restream, we have P-Train, Sosos, Nilson Alex, and Lana Bean. All four of these are really good runners, so I think we're going to have a good race today. We are doing a regular open seed, so our runners will start the seed past escape and then get to decide where they go from there.
I wonder, will it be Link's house today or will it be Sanctuary? What are we doing here?
It sounds to me like everyone's going to start an Aghanim's Tower, and it's going to be surprise inverted. That's my vote today. Is a surprise inverted seed.
You're hyping it up. I want it now. I really want an Aghanim's Tower start. Got to give some Aga love.
And we got 2, 3, 4 Sanctuary starts. There we are.
And they are rich tonight.
Yep, no money problems. There's plenty of money to go around here. Looks like we're going to have a nice, easy seed. And on top of all that, we have some duck on Psyduck action here. So, you know, choose your, make your bets now about which bird is going to win overall.
So, Nilson choosing not to check the Lumberjack Cave. Everybody else might save a bit of time, but sadly we'll see if it's aggro required. Was that a triple of blue peas?
Red rupees, actually. We have 80 free rupees, looks like. So definitely no money problems this seed. That Lumberjack skip from Alex is interesting. It's not something you see very often. It makes me personally uncomfortable. You know, it turned out to be okay here. I don't think there's anything on Lumberjack ledge. But, you know, that you have to live the rest of the seed not knowing what's on there.
I personally couldn't see what was on Lumberjack ledge, so I was trying to look, but these runners are just so swift in looking and finding out just from the bottom pixel. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just hard stuff, so we are good to go to skip that. No surprise. Oh, we got our first map check. We had a blue pendant on Desert Palace, and I did not see what was on Hera, but we do have a crystal in Eastern Palace. All right, we got, here we go. And a green pendant on Tower of Hera. Gross. 2 pendants in the light world. Not what you want to see.
Definitely. Well, it's a rich seed, that's for sure. Just hoping the runners get some items here. I mean, eventually it'll dry up. There's got to be something in South Shore and Sahasrara, right?
It seems to me that we're either going to get super duper early Dark World access, and then all we have is a 3 hearts and a blue tunic to get through the early Dark World. These are my wishes tonight.
Yes. I don't have any wishes tonight, apart from what you said about Aghanim, but it didn't happen. Ooh, flute!
Oh, no. Early flute, huh? That'll make the seed pretty fast for these early game checks.
Yeah, and let's see what the vendor gives out. I'd say scam.
I mean, you can either, you know, walk 10 tiles south and get, what is it, 10 bombs for 50 rupees, or pay him 100 rupees for 3 exclusive collector's edition Link to the Past bombs. Seems to me he made the smart deal.
Also, the bird has been freed. Repeat, the bird has been freed.
Lana Bean making her feelings very clear about those bombs. and in fact, donates one of them back to the bottle vendor. We are 4 minutes into the seed, and 3 of our 4 runners are in the same spots. Go, Rando.
The bird is that powerful.
All right, Kakarika's kind of a bust. Flutes are nice, but it's just a flute.
I mean, flute will give what 2 checks in West Death Mountain, so that's okay. But it's not going to give much over that.
Yeah, you want to see it here, I guess, to get that flute activation. There's no bottle that's been found yet, so we still have to come back here later. Alex opting to just do the immediate race game check, not going to scout it out beforehand.
15 seconds and go. Go, go, go. Let's see, will Nielsen get the world record for fastest race game? I mean, there is a timer.
It's a shield.
Oh
no.
Flute's right out of there.
Not worth the time.
Guess I do wonder, will anybody go into Hyrule Castle this early on? A lot of people do seem to skip it.
Yeah, I don't think without a weapon we're going to go anywhere near Hyrule Castle. We do not have the capability to defeat the mobs to get through there.
Checking island, just 3 bombs. Alex is stocking up on bombs. It is a safe play, and there are gloves when you let the dam loose.
Interesting. All right, so that opens a back of escape for us. And just by themselves, not much else.
We've got 3 checks in Sahasrara coming up. What's on Desert Ledge? Oh, just more money. I think this is just a money seed. Get rich quick.
When money is free, what's the point? And Sahasrara's closet, good for nothing.
Shame. Landabean is using bombs in order to defeat the mini Moldorms. Gets it off quite nicely. Let's see what's here.
Lamp. Flippers. A bottle. None of those are really that useful. I mean, we definitely need them, but God, we don't want those.
I mean, a lamp, flippers, and a bottle. What do those have in common? Those 3 items. I've got to work them together, Forgotten Toupee. What's the seed telling us?
I don't know what the seed's trying to tell us. But what I want to see now is somebody to gamble it all on. I want them to find a weapon and then make their way to Land Mola. That's the only thing I want now. There's an ether medallion, a sword, and a small key in the back of escape. Half magic from the hobo. It's a magic hobo. The weapon's obtained, and now I demand a runner give us the... we're in the Dark World, and we have red pendants in Mire. If you have to pick one to be a pendant, that's a good one to pick. Alright, Lana heading over to Zora's domain, just barely short of the Zora money that she needs. Might be able to find it. ₹9 short of the Zora.
Oh.
It takes time to farm it. She might just hit the ledge and get out.
Yeah.
We've not really seen what's in the prize pool.
What's on Sick Kid?
Oh, God!
Mitts!
And Pearls on Zora Ledge. It's an early Dark World seed. Get out of the light world, get into the dark world. I don't care they only have 6 hearts. Yeah, blue mail. Goodness, this is... Oh man, hopefully for Lana there is nothing on Zora. Hopefully just a scamfish. Oh man.
We can hope.
I mean, if I'm Lana right now, I would feel good about finding the Moon Pearl there. You know, she took a bit of a risk coming here without enough money to do Zora, but it looks like it's going to be okay.
With a flute, going to Kakariko might be easier than it seems, so we'll see what Lana will do here for Mitz. But there's also the hammer for Dark World access, so it's possible Lana going here into, well, Uncle and Hyrule Castle may prove fruitful for her.
Yeah, without a weapon, I mean, I guess she can try and use bombs. She has 6, but she can only get... she can't get all the way to the bottom of the dungeon. Probably. We'll see what she decides to do. Meanwhile, Alex did take the time to farm those rupees from the thief outside of Ice Rod Cave. And we'll be able to check that Zora.
Just another bottle on Uncle, so... I mean, I like to think the seed is going, sit kid, sit kid, sit kid.
Oh, God. And, you know, being the first one to find those Titans myths isn't even that useful for us. Because you don't want to go in the Dark World right now. Doesn't feel good with only a fighter sword and a couple hearts.
Well, this is the thing. Alex does not have a fighter sword. So Alex will probably get his Moon Pearl soon, but not really be able to fight in it.
That's true. That sword is in the back of Escape, and so unless Alex goes there and gets it, he's gonna have a bad time. Meanwhile, Lana is doing reverse Escape. Gonna see what's in Dark Cross with that lamp. P-Train also has enough money to do Zora. So's does not. So for So's and Lana's benefit, please nothing, Scamfish.
Please, Scamfish, nothing. And it was nothing. Thank you.
Alright, they can rest
Zora.
easy. And, oh, good. Because if there was something on there, I don't know when they were going to find that. So's unfortunately did not realize he was short on money, but he will take that Moon Pearl after leaving a explosive gift behind.
Well, I mean, I'm sure King Zora likes explosive gifts. I'm pretty sure that's the right gift to give, right?
Seems good to me. Lana, I don't know if she's just gonna stick around for Sahasrah's closets, but you know, she has to go to the bottle for her next progression, or go. Well, a message from my trackers. The tracker broke for a second, so they are doing their best to keep track of the items. But I think Lana does have that sword, and so she can go and fight things if she wants.
Talking about our trackers are two very lovely people. Our trackers tonight are Jinxie Girl and Robs, who are doing a wonderful job for us tonight. If you want to find out who's on the restream and who's commentating and tracking, you can always do !R and !C in the chat to find it all out.
Yeah, we're going to demonstrate how vital these people are. When the tracker goes down, we're going to have a much harder time commentating on this. So we're going to do a quick demonstration to show you how important these trackers are. Alright, looks like P-Train's going to be the first to go into the bottom of Hyrule Castle. Don't know what we're going to find.
Cape. There, that's my prediction. Just cape for some weird reason.
Well, we found a red rupee. Sir, it sounds like you want them to go into Aghanim's tower.
I just want a cape tonight.
Alright, Alex is our first man that's actually going into the Dark World. And he is diving right into Skullwoods. He has not found the half magic on the hobo, so he's going to go ahead and use his green goo for a reason. I'm sure will become clear in a second here. Oh, for the Ether Medallion, yes, of course. We want to avoid those Gibdos. I fully support this. Once again, demonstrating why Ether is the best medallion. The Gibdos are the worst in this game. You know, bar the Chain Chomp, bar the wall crawlers, it is all about the Gibdo for me.
For me, it's Dead Rocks, but yeah, I'm happy that Alex was able to do that room with ease, and we'll be able to see if anything's in Skull Woods.
Well, P-Train's not finding anything in the bottom of Hyrule Castle. It's going to take a Death Warp to go through, you know, the Dark Cross. But we already know there's nothing worth having. So it looks like Soz is right behind Alex diving into the Dark World here. Let's see if he decides to go in Skullwoods or will elect to go into Thieves Town. And Thieves Town it is! Ladies and gentlemen, we have Divergence.
Ooh. So, the question is, what might be here? So, Thieves Town is a crystal, so it is required, but it can't be full cleared without a hammer, so that's the hope, that there's nothing in the big chest of Thieves Town, effectively.
Getting a Cane of Burn out of Skullwoods. And, you know, maybe if we get lucky, we'll have a map or a compass or even the small key locked behind the hammer. But we know Rando doesn't like to play nice, so we'll see. P-Train about to get his fun surprise. Uh-oh.
Oh!
No, we're good, we're good.
Phew! Considering everything, I was a little bit worried there that just everything stopped working. Like, eventually the stream would just end, my internet would go down as well as yours.
Lana is going to go into Eastern Palace. We don't know that that's a bad move. We might find maybe the mirror or the hammer in here. But the rest of our runners have decided to go ahead and head into the Dark World here. Except for maybe P-Train. He's over here too.
There's 3 checks, 3 items in Eastern Palace, and only one possible item could be locked behind the Amos Knights. So there's something here. If it's something that's missing, this may help Lana Bean in the long run, really.
Alex making his way into the village of outcasts. Didn't really find anything terribly worth having in Skullwoods. The Cane of Burn is nice, bit of safety, but it doesn't have the half magic to really abuse that.
Just to clarify, because, well, tracking helps a lot, so I'm gonna thank the trackers a lot more after this. There's been no...
Gene Serial pointing out, the cape is required, Goron, because Hookshot is on Bumper Ledge.
Oh. Oh. Yes. Okay.
You have done this, Goron. You made it happen.
It's not my fault. I don't curse people, I swear. But yeah, so the items that some people have got, although I haven't noticed what, are just the cape and the cane of Burner, right? I'd assume Lana Bean has mitts by now, but I wouldn't know.
Lana has not been to the cicada yet, so she does not have Titan's mitts. And I want to say our tracker is restored. Maybe possibly the can of burner is on Alex's screen, so I'm going to assume that the trackers are back.
You. I'll
And-
thank the trackers forever.
And there is the end of our 5-minute demonstration of why you should always have trackers. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, trackers. Thank you, Dingsy Kelly Robs. You're wonderful. I need you.
Alright, I have not done a good job of counting my chests in Thieves Town. But it appears we did find the mirror. Ooh, okay, that's actually a really good spot to find the mirror. Because now we have a couple mirror checks we can do as we progress through the south part of Dark World.
So mirror checks. I mean, we're talking what? Cave 45, and perhaps I don't know if there was a shovel, but was there a dig spot that you could mirror into? Or yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a shovel for that. Soz is starting the blind fight. Unfortunately, the blind man gets away from him a little bit. But still gets the kill. Any lane you can walk away from, as I say. Lana, unfortunately, has a choice between the sick kid and the Zora. And unfortunately, chooses the man that does not have the mitts.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's 50-50.
It is. Zora's always a scam, though. And unless it isn't, but Zora's always a scam.
Except for when it isn't. It still is.
Don't quote my logic on that, folks.
All right, so I was not counting items in Thieves Town. Did we find all 4 items in there?
I was not either.
Rob says we did.
Again, thank you, trackers.
All right, so it looks like So is going to be our first guy out of Village of Outcasts. He's going to take that mirror, and let's see what he does with it.
I'm gonna hope this time for an early dig game.
Oh, Lana, no! Choosing to go follow the lamp onto Death Mountain. There could be something here. We haven't seen it yet. I don't think it's going to make up for not knowing where the mitts are.
I mean, it could be Hammer. And let me see. Yeah. So no other way of really doing anything in Death Mountain unless Lana gets the hook shot. That's the only plausible access to East Death Mountain.
Well, we know where the hook shot is, unfortunately, so that we know that's not happening today. RK45, the mirror! Just a heart container, who cares about that? Certainly not So's. Or Saw's. Or So's-he's Hosey's-o. What other ways can I say this?
So many names. You mean like Zozedis?
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Zozis.
We get some blue goo off of Stumpy. You know, that's some free safety. We'll take it.
So literally tree sap then?
Yes, the mystical magic tree sap.
Sozy is going to go into Hype Cave. Let's see how hype it is. P-Train has got his first crystal, and Nielsen is about to get his first crystal. So everybody loves Thieves Town.
Oh, it looks like Lana has forgotten. There we go. She's got the bottle pulled up. She knows where she's going. Oh, and So's finds the cape in the Hype Cave.
Ooh, so that means that the hook shot on the ledge can be gotten now.
I want to say So's knows about that. He might not, but I want to say he does. Maybe not. Lana finding the mitts. And just some rupees on the race game. Ooh, I like this. We are going straight into the mire area. It could be a time waste, but also if we find something, he's going to be the first to find it.
Would there be a slight dip into EP then? Sorry, Desert Palace.
With the mirror, I bet so.
Only problem with that is there might be an item that's boot slot that might be required. That might be really sad to see.
Yeah, it's true, but it's better. We're better off knowing, I think. At least if you're playing safe like I like to do it. I'm okay with donating the 30 seconds it takes to check that.
And chat saying that it was hype. Hype Cave was hype because it leads to hookshot. Thank you, chat.
Alex electing to take the purple chest on a world journey.
Yeah.
We got a small key on the pillar. So, might be important. Might also not be important. Let's see. That's important.
Ooh, it's important. Yeah, so when are we getting our Purple Chest World Tour t-shirts?
I didn't pay for my tickets, so I think they're going to bounce me out of here.
Ah, shame. I don't think I did either. We'll just have to see.
No one likes doing the purple chest. You never feel good doing it.
This may very well be the difference, though. The divergence that leads to Alex getting ahead. We just need to see. And it's getting close now. I'm feeling a bit nervous about this. What is on Purple Chest?
Ooh.
Cane of Samaria! I called it! I had it in my bones!
Interesting. All right, so P-Train's also going to find that. I genuinely don't know when our other two runners are going to find that. That is an awful, terrible location for Samaria, and that also makes Ice Palace pretty painful. Because we have access to Ice Palace right now. We don't have a good way to take down Cold Stare, but we could do that soon.
With regards to Ice Palace, don't we need Bombos or a Fire Orb for that, to clarify? I might be mistaken.
Oh, no, you're correct. So, alright, so that's off of the charts for now. And a hammer. No, now hear me out here. What if Hammer is in Ice Palace? Hear me out for a second.
Well, you heard it first. I was hyping up Purple Chest. We all know that Hammer's got to be in Ice Palace now. I'm gonna start saying nice things so that it helps our runners.
Oh no, it's too late. The die has been cast. The items are cursed.
Oh gosh. What have we done?
Alright, Alex taking his cape over, looks like, to go get his hook shots. Mirror bunks.
So yeah, currently Alex going to get the hook shot. P-Train has done Hype Cave. Soz is doing Back of Escape, and Lana is finishing up Thieves Town. That's how we currently are at the moment. And some interesting item locations, certainly in this seed. And some interesting diversions.
P-Train's doing the check. He's gambling. Will we have Hammer in the only checkable chest?
We'll have to see.
Now, I think Alex is on the right track here. We have that hook shot now, opening up East Death Mountain. I think the hook shot's probably the way we need to go. but Rando's gonna Rando. The hammer could be here.
Just so much density in East Death Mountain. I mean, what? We've got Paradox Cave, Super Bunny Cave, Hookshot Cave. We've got the, effectively the ledge as well. We've got Spiral Cave. That's just tons of
And
depth.
we got Green Pendant Hera. 10 Vampire Skewers. No hammer today. While it may not feel good, had he found literally anything in that chest, it would have lived up to the hype. Alright, so we need to find hammer. We still need to find both rods and the bow. And whatever the medallion is on Turtle Rock.
It would... Considering EP and Pod are both bow locked, I would think that bows should be turning up quite shortly, really. My guess is that bow's in East Death Mountain.
The bow is my most cursed item, and it goes all the way back. And this is the reason why Alex's skip of Lumberjack Cave may be uncomfortable, was because there are seeds that are possible where you don't need the bow to clear the crystals. And you can get all the way to Gannis Tower, get ready to start the gauntlet, and discover, wait a minute, I don't have the bow. And guess where it is? It's on Lumberjack Cave, so... the bow is the most cursed item in this game, I think. There's my hot opinion.
There's still the small chance as well that boots will be required, either in case something is in the back of Desert Palace or Ganon's Tower.
And that's true, we don't have boots. At least to a small key in Pendant Desert Palace, and that could lock something. Alright, Lana's gonna find us some Samaria. Gonna feel good about finding that, because...
Phew!
God, that's Samaria's hiding. That was not a good spot for it, at all.
So,
Alright. 2 for 7 in here. Nothing so far. Or is it 2 for 6? 6, right? No, it's 7.
7, it's 7. So we've got 5 more coming right up. Would you do the honors, please, Forgotten Dupe?
I absolutely know exactly what you mean by the honors. I am not scrambling to figure out what I'm supposed to say here. Oh my god, it's a fire rod! There it is. And we are... and Bombos. You know what that tells me? You know what's being screamed in my ear?
Ice Palace.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, Paradox Cave is turning into Fire Cave in front of our very eyes.
Oh man, I don't even know. Oh god. Let's see what the rest of Dark Death Mountain has for us. The Fire Rod by itself isn't much progression, but we can always hope. It also unlocks the back of Skullwoods, and I think we've only found 2 out of the 3 items. Somebody fact check me on that.
I can't, sadly. So, a Tower of Hera check.
We got... so... I don't know. We don't have the hook shot, so we can't do a hair pot. It is a green pendant compared to, you know, the other pendants.
There's no big key yet, so does P-Train just... P-Train has to go into the bottom if he wants to progress for the big key.
He's going for it. Jinxie Girl saying we found 1 of 2 items. I misspoke. I don't know why I said there were 3 items in Skullwoods. All right, Hookshot Cave. Nothing so far. Got some bombs. A Master
Master
Sword.
Sword?
I guess we do need that, and the bow.
Whoa, that's a lot of people do check there, but you know, it's gonna be a while for the other runners to find that, really.
Well, So's getting his hookshot right now, so I think that he's not going to be too far behind. But we never know. Lana giving us our first check of the pyramid.
Ooh. So, would Pod EP be a play here? Hope for... Ugh.
Ooh, a Tempered Sword in Spiral Cave.
Hope for the hammer.
Nothing on pyramid, just some extra life, and honestly, who needs that? Yeah, with finding the bow now, we don't have the hammer. If you're really looking to make a gamble that isn't too risky, I wouldn't hate the Eastern Palace pod play. But for now, I think our runners have a couple extra checks they can make first.
Indeedy. Like ice.
Ice, ice, baby. It's nice, Palace.
It's a nice time of year to see the ice in the year.
Meanwhile, oh no, So's trying to figure out a way to get a look at the item.
And at the same time, P-Train, no! No! How could Moldorm do that to you? Moldorm, not more like Trolldorm.
Yeah, so far this this Tower of Hera check has been a whole lot of pain. Lost time, lost falls. All right, Palace of Darkness is not bow locked. But Lana is... Oh, no, it is bow locked. I'm sorry, that was the big key, not a small key. Turns out those are not interchangeable.
Well, they can be sometimes in retro. And I'm sure there are loads of lovely retro videos out there on here, Speed Gaming Live.
Yeah, real quickly, I just want to say P-Train keeping it cool on that Moldorm fight. Moldorm is trying his best to knock him out of the ring, and he just stuck right on there. At the same time, Alex is going to kill Mothula with the Tempered Sword and the Fire Rod. Finds the other item he was looking for in Skullwoods.
So, second crystal for Alex, then.
Yes, we are 2 crystals in out of 7. Where is Alex going next? Where are you going if you have a hook shot and a bow? The answer may surprise you.
Yeah,
but also, it might not. It might be really obvious.
We'll see. Alex probably knows better than I do. So, you know, whatever Alex does, if it works, you know, everybody would have done that before, right? Right? It would have been the obvious play, certainly.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where he's taking this. Because he's already done Thieves' Town and the Village of Outcasts. He's already done Purple Chest.
From a looking at everything that's sort of known and everything that's leading to it, it would either be Pod EP or Ice Palace, really. Although Alex is walking. Oh, Alex hasn't done Digging Game yet, so he's going to check that.
There we go.
The Cane of Samaria is definitely helping P-Train with respect to Skullwood, as well as the mirror. All these items are so useful.
Lana getting her hook shots. Meanwhile, Soz found the bow in Hookshot Cave and heading straight to the Eastern Palace. Not going to find anything except for a crystal there. Soz skipped Paradox? What?
What?
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs? Oh. Oh no.
Alright, I'm going to put my faith in Soz. And I'm about to see the biggest galaxy brain play here. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm excited to find out.
So needs to go into Paradox though. There's Fire Rod and Bombos in Paradox Cave. There's no way to get into Ice Palace without going in there. I mean,
Well,
maybe
he has a tempered sword too, so he went through Spiral Cave.
Yeah. I mean, what's the hope? Get boots so you can get up Paradox, to get up Paradox Cave more quickly. Is that the hope for So's?
Oh man, I don't know. P-Train going in for his hookshot now. Meanwhile, Alex is just finishing up the Magic Hobo, and will be going towards Palace of Darkness. Lana showing us a new check. We have not seen Catfish today.
Ooh, is it Quake? It could be Quake.
It's no Quake. No Quack for the Quack.
Lana just straight mirroring out there and fluting out there. Showing disdain using the hook shot, which means that she can't actually get the bird.
Oh, man. Dang Zoras. First, all they have is nothing, and then they take away her duck.
So, will we see Graveyard Ledge off of P-Train and possibly even King's Tomb?
Well, we can't do King's Tomb without the boots, and we have already seen the Graveyard Ledge. It's just a couple of arrows, unfortunately. So no hype to be found here. Lana doing her Dark Death Mountain check. Hopefully it takes time, and yes, here we go. We're going to Paradox Cave.
So yes, currently 3 of our runners are going to go into Eastern Palace, and Lana Bean is currently in Paradox Cave, and we're gonna see those beautiful fire sources at any second.
42 minutes into a scene, 2 of our runners in the same dungeon, a third one not far behind. Oh, and Sahasrara only has a piece of heart for the green pendants. Hate to see it. And it looks like without that bow, we're not going to Eastern Palace, which is a smart play. Looks like we're about to go find it, though.
Yeah, so hype again. I mean, Lana's already gotten the Fire Rod, and there's Lana's Bombos. So, always good to see.
I'm sure Lana's feeling behind because of how long it took to find the mitts. But she's starting to make up a little bit of time over some of her opponents in this restream.
Lana has dipped Eastern Palace, correct? So that's some time that she'll have that other runners are just doing right now, to clarify.
Yeah, she's going to lose time on that overall, but it's not the end of the world, I don't think. It's still anybody's race. It's still anything could happen.
So, what's missing? Is it just the hammer?
Hammer, Ice Rod,
possible Quake. Possible
Quake.
And possible boots, like I said before, but we're really hoping it's not possible boots. I shouldn't have said that at all.
Well, regardless of boots if required or not, we want the boots. We are okay with getting that item even if not required. Jinxie saying, Quake is not required. We have checked Turtle Rock and it is a Bombos medallion. Now that I'm actually checking the tracker.
Again, thank you, trackers.
Once again, demonstrating why trackers are loved. All right, Alex headed towards the back of EP. Soz realizes, hey, I forgot something, and is gonna find his fire rod. Thankfully.
Phew. That's very good to see. Really good to see for Soz. What checks are left? I mean, all I can hear in my mind is ice.
Ice, ice, baby. Corsair is coming for you.
And then there's the fire art for Soz, and Bombos.
I mean, 3 of our runners had the Canis Mariam, and I think most of us, if they don't already have it, are getting the sword upgrades right now. So Ice Palace is not nearly as intimidating as it was the first time we brought it up.
Yeah.
And Rob's pointing out that Mire, Pendant Mire, is also an option.
Desert Palace, back of Desert Palace, something on Lammo. That could be crazy. I'm really hoping it's not that. So yeah, Alex is getting his 3rd crystal. Seems to be slightly ahead of all the other runners, but this is where the checks start drying up, I guess.
Yeah, this seed didn't really have any bottlenecks to it, so I mean, it's hard to say where they could have definitely saved time. Just kind of find the item, do the thing.
Yeah, giving the pod check. So we're gonna see. There are 6 items in pod.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have the hammer, and if we can't get to the back of pod, it's gonna feel bad. But I don't hate it. If the hammer is here, it's gonna feel real good to find that.
This is the only time where the hammer in its vanilla location is a bit ugh, really, and it is a possibility.
Are we gonna hammer Yump for the hammer? Stay tuned.
Oh, and chat is just saying Goron speaking more curses into existence. I'm really trying
Tomorrow,
not to.
keep keeping Goron accountable. Write down his sins.
Oh no. Please don't.
These commentators, what are they doing?
I didn't create the seed, honest.
That's a good point. Today's seed was brought to you by P for Professor Renderer.
So I found my way out, right? People don't blame me, they blame Professor, right?
I don't know. I think I saw a Renderer in chat earlier, so we'll see how Renderer feels about this.
Zora and Catfish were checked. They were basically nothing.
I think Hammer could always be in its vanilla location. I could be wrong on that, but I thought that was always logically possible.
And a mushroom. Ugh, fetch quests.
A mushroom? Did we find that in pod?
Yeah, mushroom in pod. Low light conditions probably grew quite well. Probably quite an exotic mushroom there. So I am really happy with that.
And we gotta know more about this mushroom. I mean, is it like a real chemical ingredient? Is it just tasting good? What's going on with this mushroom? Why is it important? We need answers, Alex.
Yeah, Alex, find more answers in pod. At the moment, all we know is that this is a key mushroom.
Alright, we got a blue pea in the harmless hellway.
That's normally a blue pea, isn't it?
I do not know. I cannot recall the last time I played Vanilla Link to the Past.
And chat is saying that Lana has mirrored from the hand grasp, and it looked really nice. Well, if it looks really nice, clip it. You know, our runners are doing fantastic stuff, and just seeing all the lovely strats is just brilliant here, really.
I mean, we're 50 minutes in. I think it's time to talk about it. These restreamers, they're putting themselves out here for our entertainments. They didn't have to do this, and they volunteered to do it. So if you like what you see, if you were entertained today, go ahead and give our runners a follow on Twitch. Drop into the chat, cheer them on occasionally. It means a lot to our runners for doing this for us.
I couldn't say it better myself. Also, silvers are in pods, so pod is kind of helpful, but doesn't seem required as of yet.
We're about to find out. Was this the play? Is it a required double dip Palace of Darkness? Tune in next time on... Nope.
Speed Gaming Live, and nope.
That mushroom did nothing for us.
Lana getting her second crystal. P-Train facing up against Amos. So's going to actually pay Zora. Zora's a scam.
Show me the money. Oh, it's a scam. Rip. Meanwhile, Alex, heading into the Mire area, scouts the fact he could dip into Mire. We have the Canis of Maria. We could go fight Vitreous.
Yes, and Speed Gaming 3 raiding with a party of 62. Welcome, Raiders.
If you've never seen Link to the Past, then you've never seen Link to the Past randomized. There are 216 chests in the game, and somebody decided it would be a good idea to go into the game and switch all the contents. And so now we have to beat the game on top of finding the items.
Yep. Alex is actually going to go into Maya, and so is P-Train. Near synchronization there. Will they sync up at any point, or will they just keep high-fiving?
We're going to see that cross-dimensional high five. 100%, I believe.
Let's believe here.
We got 2 items in here. This is not a quick check, but if there's literally any progression in here, we are going to feel good about it.
So, yeah. You go.
Unless I'm mistaken, we are a hammer away from go mode. Is that correct? Am I missing something important? Potentially boots, I suppose.
Ice Rod. That's the big thing. Yeah, however much I don't want to talk about it.
Hold on. The hammer has been found.
Oh
boy.
no.
Oh
No.
God.
No.
Oh man. And you know what? Let's go ahead and add the ice rod on top of this. Let's go ahead and pull that out too.
Please pull it out, the ice rod. Unless it... No, you said pull it out. That sounds like Ped. No!
Well, hang on. Is this possible to see Misery Mire, Desert Palace, the Tower of Hera? It is technically allowed. And it looks like neither of our runners are going to stick around in Misery Mire to find a second item. So, with that being said, Alex finally listening to the commentators, and we're going to Ice Palace to find the Ice Rod.
Whoop.
That may or may not be true. Let's find out. Hydropower saying, I agree with leaving Misery Mire. Yeah, it sucks to leave an item behind, but these are not quick checks. I totally support the runners in finding progression and dipping out.
Yeah. I mean, this also means that Palace of Darkness is now full clearable. well, it should be, but most people have dipped Palace. Well, Alex has dipped Palace of Darkness, so that's probably why he's doing Ice Palace. Lana Bean.
With the flippers and the hook shot, Lana's gonna take this route to Dark Palace since she doesn't have the hammer.
I see. Yeah, and we're going to see Icebreaker here from Alex.
Yeah, this is the glitch that has made Ice Palace a lot less scary than it used to be. It used to be that you had to kind of do it as intended. But what Alex is going to show off here is that with the King of Samaria, you can just walk across the wall. Who cares about something like that?
So it's just been keys in Ice Palace so far, hasn't it? Yeah, two checks,
nothing...
2 keys.
Ew.
Ew, no way. No way.
Powder? I mean, free safety is better than nothing. 10 bombs. But we don't want to go to the Batman.
P-Train defeating Morphula, getting his 50 rupees, and getting out of there, and getting his 3rd crystal.
I mean, who doesn't want to be paid to slay large moths? Really doing the world a service there.
Now I'm just imagining a Link to the Past randomizer with bounties for each of the bosses.
And that's the only way you can get money. I fully support this category extension.
Indeed.
P-Train, taking his hammer, can finally enter the Dark World through more accessible locations. Alex making his way towards Colstair. Hasn't found anything really worth doing. Gonna show off one bomb jump.
This is the easiest bomb jump in the game, right? It's the one used for practices, and that's Butter. Butter and Ice Palace's second check.
That's pretty good. So Butter doesn't really do much in terms of saving time compared to the Tempered Sword. But this is still a good place to find it. It makes Colstair, what was already a pretty easy fight with Tempered, to a laughable fight. So, I mean, not progression, but better than nothing.
Yeah, so here we are. Sos is doing pod, same as Lana Bean. P-Train is, well, can do the whole of Swamp Palace. So these will be some new checks. And Alex is facing off against Colstair.
See, but now we're prepared for Colstair. We already have the hammer. We have a Butter Sword. It's a crystal, I guess. I guess we'll do Colstair.
Just a compass on Colstair. Was Ice Tea Room checked?
Yes. Yeah, he went the alternate routes instead of having to go through the intended loop.
Good.
Okay, let's see here. So P-Train has already been to Swamp Palace once. He already wasted a little bit of time in here, but now he has the hook shots and the hammer. So the question becomes, are we going to skip left side swamp or not? And, there's only one way to find out.
Well, yeah. Does P-Train have the big key now?
I don't think we found the big key. This is only the second chest we found. So we are still looking for the big key. And it looks like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and skip left side swamp. We have not found the compass or the map. Theoretically, those can be both in left side swamp, and this could be a perfectly placed swamp palace.
We are going to see Diver down soon. Do you want to explain it, Toupee?
All right, so close your eyes and then open them, and look, P-Train's in the water. Except he's not actually in the water. He's going to pretend like he is.
Why, thank you.
Glitch explanations brought to you by Forgotten to Pay. But in all seriousness, this is another reason why runners love Canis Maria. It just makes these weird interactions possible, where we can wedge ourselves in like in a 1 pixel wide hole, and then force ourselves down into the water without actually entering the water the intended way, which allows us to kind of walk around like it's not there. Meanwhile, P-Train, 50 seconds before the hour mark, is going to stare down Argus. But the bigger question is, Lana Bean has a frozen bird behind her. Will she take the time to show that bird who's boss? Yes! Lana Bean throwing it into the lake. Meme Queen Lana Bean.
Well, we don't know what... I just find it funny. It's a bird throwing a bird. P-Train getting his 5th crystal. Alex is not going to be too far behind. Oh, sorry, it was 4th. Yeah.
So, Lana and Soz are both about to find the hammer. All of our runners have Canis Maria now. However, it is still an Ice Rod hunt. In true randomizer fashion.
Yep. Ice Rod hunt. Nobody gave me the memo tonight.
And P-Train going to Ice Palace. I think there is 1 item on left side swamp. And we are electing to leave it behind. 2 items on left side swamp. I'm sure that's not stressful.
Lana Bean has taken the hammer, has been hammering away, and is now going into bot.
Yep, no one wants to stick around in Mire. No one wants to waste time after finding important progression. But the Ice Rod is in here. I don't know when we're going to see that guy. It's going to be a while, folks.
So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the Ice Rod hunt.
Alex also electing to not do a left slide at the moment. We may come back to it later. P-Train showing off the door extension glitch called Icebreaker in Ice Palace.
So what's left? I mean, there's still...
We have Turtle Rock, the ever-favorite Ice Rod on Laser Bridge location. We have Left Side Swamp. We have, I think... oh, man. I'm having a hard time reading these trackers. Do we know where the red crystals are? Pyramid Fairy, I think, is available for Ice Rod.
Yeah, I can't see with regards to the trackers, sadly.
Swamp Palace and Ice Palace are red crystals from our trackers. So, we can absolutely find the Ice Palace, or the Ice Palace Rod, the Ice Rod in the Pyramid Fairy checks.
Yeah, so that might be done quite shortly, because Alex is about to finish, and is finishing, up against Argus, so we'll see if it's left side swamp now, or whether Alex will go and do Pyramid Fairy.
And if I'm looking at this right, it looks like Lana's going to be the first one to defeat Helmasaur as well. So we could get lucky, possibly. Find something by the dinosaur.
Yep. So... yeah. Just thinking what the strat will be for Helmasaur. Although, Hammer and Tempered Sword... oh, bombs! I am pleasantly surprised.
I mean, bombs used to be so useful back when you had the bomb and arrow upgrades in the chest pool. I mean, you could kill Vitreous with bombs. You could do the Helmosaur bomb strats. Bombs used to be so useful, but unfortunately, the bomb upgrades are no longer free. And you have to actually, do things as the developers intended.
So Lana gets her 4th crystal. There was a book on Helmosaur. That's nasty again.
All right,
That's
Lana
2
has
tablet
one
checks.
duty to the people now. Lana, you threw the bird into the lake. You ignored the shield, Lana. Now show us pedestal. You have one job.
Ped. Please show us pedestal, Lana. You
Show
know what
off
to
your
do.
reading skills. Do it. Take my energy.
Yes, definitely. So just thinking now, Alex is going into pod, P-Train is going into pod, Saz is finishing up Swamp Palace. Lana is in Eastern Palace now, so no Pyramid Fairy checks as of yet.
Yep, not for a while yet. It looks like. And I gotta commend Lana. She took more time finding the Titans myths compared to other restreamers, and she's doing a pretty good job of making up for that lost time.
Yeah, definitely.
We're still a little bit behind, but if I made the same play she had, man, I would not be anywhere near where she is.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows how brilliant our runners are, really.
All right, so our first dinosaur exterminator elected to go to the bomb routes. Alex, what will you do for us today? Let's get in this hammer ass.
It really is hammer time.
Time stops for no man, but it does stop for hammers.
Yep, So's has finished off Argus getting his 4th crystal. Lana Bean is getting her 4th crystal. And yep, Pod has been defeated? No, Helmosaur has been defeated by Alex giving his 6th crystal.
The real final boss is the dungeon itself. It's a sentient glass golem, and will come alive once you defeat the bosses.
No, please no.
Alright, Alex, you got your crystals. Still done Ice Rod. Where is your next check?
It looks like it's a turtle rod? Well, turtle rock.
I mean,
but also
be.
turtle rod.
It might be turtle rod. We don't know. I like it. There's a lot of items in here, and not much else to go without wasting a bunch of time.
Yep, 5 items in Turtle Rock. If this play is good, and Alex gets it, then that'll be a quick, easy into GT, really.
Well, it's 5 checks in Turtle Rock, but also the 6th check from Mimic Cave.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
true.
As far as I'm concerned, Mimic Cave is just another room of Turtle Rock.
So, P-Train using the hammer against Helmosaur. We'll see. So's is getting close to Helmosaur, so we'll see what our 4th runner does. And P-Train getting his 6th crystal, whilst Alex is opening up Turtle Rock.
So, here's the deal about this one. I like it. It makes sense. It's something I think I would do as well. But if Ice Rod is not here, this is a significant amount of time that he has to redo and go through Turtle Rock a second time. So that's kind of at stake right now.
Wouldn't there be the possibility of using the safety, mirroring out, and doing a few light world chests if there's still a few? There's magic bat, to clarify.
Yes. There is that possibility, but we need to see if our runner's going to like to do that. And if it does that, woohoo! But sometimes even when you do it, you're not able to come back and use it.
What is left though? Tablet, Slammo?
Tablet, pedestal, the other item, admire.
Oh
Diabolical
no!
pancake.
Left side swamp.
Mentioning the hammer pegs are available too. Nobody checked left side swamp. Oh my god!
I did not see anybody checking left side swap. Can we get verification on that? So's using the hammer. P-Train checking ether. What is on ether? The bug net.
Oh. I mean, we got 13 hearts, we got blue mail, we got some free blue goo from earlier. Bug net. Guess we can use it to kill Aghanim. Make him feel bad about himself.
And So's uses the hammer strats, gets his 5th crystal then, and it's Ice. Talking about Ice, Lanabine is is halfway in Ice Palace and is soon gonna face off against Cold Stare. P-Train is going into Turtle Rock as well.
Alright, so the best thing that could happen for Lana is Turtle Rock having nothing. And that's going to go a long way to catching her back up. She has not entered Swamp Palace at all. And this is going to really contribute to her catching up. And if the Ice Rod is on left side Swamp, we might see a come from behind victory here.
You know, I shouldn't be biased, but I kind of love that. There's
a world where this is going to work out for Lana. And it might be this world. We'll find out here. Turtle Rock is not panning out so far.
Could it be Mimic Cave? That's the question.
I've seen it before. It's not fun, but at least 2 of our runners are going to find it if that's the case. All right, from Jinxie Girl, the locations we have left: Spike Cave, Bombos Tablet, Mimic Cave, the Pyramid Fairy, Hammer Pegs, and the Boots Lock Bonk, and KT.
King's Tomb.
King's Tomb, thank you. I was like, what is King's Tomb?
Yeah. Alex is remembering that Mimic Cave is a thing, so we'll see if this is the right choice here.
Hype.
I
did it too early. Hold on.
Yeah,
hold on.
early.
Wait. Okay, all right. Hype.
Hype.
Quake Medallion. Useless.
Yeah. Just didn't get the hypes in sync. Not
That's
the
our
time.
fault. We did this. This is our fault. If only we had it together.
Yeah. It's as much on me as it is on you.
Alright, Roller Room's gonna have a key in it, I think, if I'm reading this right.
And let me see. I mean, it has to. There are no other keys.
Alright, so we got 1 key here. We're gonna have 1 key on Laser Bridge. Do you have an answer for Map and Compass? Are either of those on Laser Bridge? For one, I'm not sure about it.
I thought I saw a map on the first eye room on the bottom left.
Okay, so map is in front. So at least 2 out of the... But I don't think Compass has been found. So 2 out of the 4 items on Laser Bridge are not going to be, well, hold on.
2 out of 5.
Yeah, no, the compass could be on Trinex. That's definitely possible. Let's find out.
So's doing a good job against Igor.
Cold Stare? Oh, okay. Stare. The compass is on Laser Bridge. Bombs. And boots. Boots.
This could be logical. This could be logical. Oh wait.
Oh my god. Boots.
Not boots. Anything but boots.
All right. So Desert Palace is open now, which means Pedestal is also back in action.
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
No.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
Lana, why didn't you check Pedestal?
We need to know.
We need to know right now.
1 hour and 13 minutes into the seed to find those boots. I mean, at this point, I'd rather not find the boots at all. Make me walk this entire seed like everyone else.
Just no words. No words to pay. None.
Well, it's time to go fast, I guess. Yeah, Shindig Pig. Good day to be a spectator. Absolutely, I agree. I don't want to play this seed. I'm glad I'm here with y'all.
So, Alex is on low health. Is going to try and do Pyramid Fairy. Let's hope. That's 2 checks, and it's possible that Ice Rock is there.
He's playing carefully. Doesn't want to get hit by anything by mistake. 1 less hurdle jump. Looks like we're safe for the pyramid.
Phew. MP Train about to find out the the bad news.
I mean, yeah, bad news, good news, neutral news. I genuinely don't know. We got a blue item. It's not the ice rod, but it's blue.
It'll do, right? We can just pretend it's the ice rod. Basically, ice rod. Trinex won't notice. He'll be like, "Yes, definitely the ice rod. It feels exactly the same. I'm going to be defeated now."
SP Ridley, could it be on the pedestal? It absolutely could. The rules when it comes to pedestal is if you don't need it to complete the pendant dungeon, it is allowed to be on there, and that means the ice rod is legally allowed to be on the pedestal. Oh, Robs, no! Shovel on pedestal leading to ice rod.
No, Robs. Enough is already transpired in this siege. Enough is already transpired. And look, the matching boomerang from P-Train's side in King's Tomb.
I mean, what would that have been like? Boots on Laser Bridge leading to progression for the ice rod. That would have been insane.
I mean, the boots. At least this isn't a boots hunt now. Like it could be It could have been we got the ice rod, and then found out that boots. You know, we were boots locked in GT.
Tesla Coil in chat pointing out, if you take Trinex and you mix him with Armos, all it'll take is 64 boomerangs to win. These are the things I want in my life. Boomerang. What did you even call that? What kind of category extension would that be?
I call it Boomerang Hunt. I put boomerangs at the top instead of Triforce pieces.
Ah, yes. Every chest filled with a piece of the boomerang.
Yeah.
So you can defeat all bosses that are only vulnerable to boomerangs. Yes, give the people what they want.
Put Triarmorix on instead of Ganon. There you go. So,
Oh man, the Batman also only having a piece of hearts. Did we checked hammer pegs? No, maybe no. Yes, I
no,
don't.
I don't think so. So's completing Tower of Hera. So we'll just have to see.
Fairy Fairy does give free blue goo, free bit of safety.
P-Train is opening up Desert Palace, and Alex is going to do the back of Desert Palace.
All right, is it going to be a boots locked ice rod? Did you have to go into Turtle Rock only to find the boots on Laser Bridge to find the ice rod locked inside a Desert Palace?
No, no, please no. Please
Man.
no.
Remember, all complaints can be forwarded to... No, we're not going to complain about the sea. This is really fun to watch.
I don't want complaints in my inbox, Toupee, please.
All right. Do we have an item?
No.
Yeah, maybe. We just don't have enough information. We don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. We haven't found any of the items in Desert Palace yet, right?
Sorry, none.
Yeah, none.
Absolutely none.
I asked that in a really weird way. That now that I'm hearing it back, yeah, that was a confusing way to ask that question. So Landmola does have the other item. Alex back down to half a hearts. Once again, having to dip, duck, dive, and dodge his way through Desert Palace.
Oh gosh. Well, So's is doing Turtle Rock. Lana Bean is doing Turtle Rock. I don't know what's worse. Whether boots are required or boots are not required. What's worse?
Alex has not checked Checkerboard Cave.
Yep. I think Alex really does need some pizza, thanks, chat. Alex is still on half a heart, though. Whoa.
I mean, he got real close to that cactus too. I thought he was about to eat it right there.
P-Train about to defeat Lambo.
I mean, we got Fire Rod, we got Butter Sword. This is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yep, definitely.
All right, so Alex kind of ducked out of Landmola. So if Landmola has the key or has the ice rod, it's going to be feels bad.
Please no. Please. Please, just no.
Okay. Well. Oh, hey, Bonk Rocks. Those are a thing.
Those had nothing from memory.
And there's just another piece of heart.
So, P-Train on 2 or 3 pendants. Will P-Train be going into Misery Mire? No.
Ped is looming in the background. Anything but Ped, these runners say.
Oh,
I've been good.
We see what P-Train's doing. P-Train's going to Ped.
He wants to know, do I have to go back to Misery Mire?
We
At this
all
point,
want to
you
know.
have to go back to Misery Mire anyways to get the last item in there.
Is it an oops ped? It could be an oops ped with an item on. Yeah, like you know, with an item on Vitreous.
And it's blue. It's shiny. It is cold, hard, cash, but not the ice rod.
Where could Ice Rod be?
Left side swamp.
Ugh.
Bombos tablets, I think, still has not been checked.
Oh.
The other item in Mire.
Oh.
But for now, and for the rest of the seed, Ped is dead. Moment of silence. For chat's favorite meme. Meanwhile, P-Train's gonna try and get a boosted start to get this bomb going.
And Alex is trying to do Harapot. Lana Bean and So-So-So's are still in TR. P-Train is doing Pyramid Fairy currently.
Yeah, I just want to talk about this, the setup Alex used for Harapots. So, if I remember correctly, when you use a super speed setup, you have a 7-frame window to get it where you want it to. I have tried to figure out. I don't know how runners do it. I prefer just the regular bomb setup. But 7 frames to get it where you want to go. It blows my mind. I don't know how runners do it.
So let's see what Trolldorm does today.
He wasn't playing nice earlier. But we also have a butter sword instead of a fighter sword.
Yeah. Quite clean from Alex, and he gets his map and a green pendant, so hello Sahasrahla again. P-Train's checking the rocks. Inverted Zora. My memory's failing what we call it.
Inverted Zora is now the new name for the catfish. The anti-Zora. The anti-scam. He comes giving you blessings. He comes giving you gifts. Just not today.
So,
oh, Spike Cave was locked behind the hammer.
Yes, it is locked behind the hammer. So
this is the first check we've seen for Spike Cave.
Hype, 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 hype.
No. Absolutely not. No hype today to be found.
Like, eventually we will know where it is. I don't know if the runners will know, but we'll know.
I mean, at this point, it's got to be back in one of the dungeons we left, right? What else? Let me scroll back to Jinxie's message here. Okay, we did Spike Cave. We had not done Bombos Tablet. We did Mimic. We did Pyramid. Hammer Pegs? I don't think we did that. That's all we got left.
I haven't seen Hammer Pegs, and this worries me. It might still be Hammer Pegs. It's either Dungeon or Hammer Pegs at this game.
I just do I dare hope that it's in Hammer Pegs Cave, locking the seat behind a hammer? Oh man. Alex is going back over here. Is he going to left side swamp? Is he going to check the Bombos tablet? I don't know.
Soz gets the anti-ped news.
I don't know anything anymore about the seed, but it looks like Alex is going to check Bombos first.
Toupe, what game are we commentating again? I just want to check. We're not doing an SMZ3, and it's not secretly in, I don't know, one of the areas in that game, is it?
I remember this game. This is Link to the Past Remastered, where you actually have to play the game first on this, and then immediately turn on your Switch and play the new Link to the Past.
So, just a piece of heart on Bombo's tablet.
Again? More pieces of farts?
So,
honestly, that's what it's amounting to.
Will we see Left Side Swamp?
Yes,
we will.
We are. And then here's the thing. What if it's in Mire instead? What if we are double dipping for Left Side Swamp and it's still not in there, Goron?
Well, the thing is that this is what we call a 100% speed run.
Right, we no longer care about Ganon runners. We want 100%. You need 20 hearts. You need 216 chests checked. Don't even think about going to Skewer the Pig until you've showed us every single chest in the game.
Yes, exactly.
At this rate,
It is possible. Like technically, you've got the stuff up the top, but you know, GT Big Key, and forgive me, but I have to say this: it could be 22.
God. That's the thing. Is like this season's been awful, but there's still more room to be awful.
No,
Awfulness is not done yet.
Sauce doing magic back. Let's see if Sauce does hammer pegs. Alex is doing
I mean,
doing
I feel
left
like
side swap.
yeah, I feel like if you were going to see hammer pegs, you would have gone through the dark world for this check. But I don't know. I'm glad I'm not them. I'm glad I'm not being forced to choose things here. P-Train taking a death, possibly on purpose, also possibly not. I think he did that on purpose.
But yeah, to clarify, considering the seed that all these runners have been trying, 100% give them a follow. Like, they're doing this for your entertainment. It definitely isn't for theirs currently. Like, 100%. You know, these are lovely runners.
Usually, people play this game for fun, and that's not what's happening today. Sigma James pointing out, yes, P-Train took that death to preserve his porthole at the top of Turtle Rock.
Okay. Is it left side swamp? This is the question. First chest.
Piece of hearts. Hammer pegs from Lana Bean. Ah!
Oh. No.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Will the other runners ever find out? I mean, what checks were after that? Just Misery Maya, right?
Misery Meyer, Lana just took Hammer Peg, P-Train's checking Bombos right now. I legitimately think Meyer is the only thing we're not going to see today.
I mean, even the Dead Rocks are going against Alex on the way up. The game, the game to pay.
Oh man! And P-Train's about to go find his ice rod.
Phew. At least that's some good news.
Left side swamp.
Left side swamp.
And normally we try to avoid talking about what's going on in the race room, but I want to say we have. Let me see how many races we have here.
We have 17 races currently.
17 racers. No one has finished this race. Hour and 30 minutes. Left side swamp has done it again.
But yes, alright. Oh yes. I was just like, why aren't they going up Ganon's tower? And then I was like, oh wait.
Oh,
nobody
right.
can do TR.
We have to go inside a TR again.
Again. To clarify again. So it's an extended GT race. Oh gosh.
And then shortly after, we still gotta find the big key in Ganon's tower. Here we go again.
this
One final trap.
Here I go commentating again.
Here I go commentating again. Here I go cursing again.
It's not me. I swear.
Alright. But if you were running this race, would you, out of spite, just make a dumb check and get GT first? Like, it's never, no one ever goes Tile Room first. But would you, after racing this, knowing what's happening?
I would. I think this specific seed I would. I think it's on Alex to show the people what's on Tile Room.
Okay, but insults too, pointing out in chat. If the big key is on the torch, then doing left side swamp before TR was going to actually be painful and hurt you.
Oh no. Thank you, chat, but not thank you.
Honestly, at this point, I do kind of want that.
No, you don't.
I
Lana
do. Oh no, Lana.
Well, we're gonna get the second swamp check. Let's see. So, yeah, P-Train has got his Ice Rod. Nielsen, just please defeat Trinex. Show Trinex who's boss. Even use a blue meringue at the end.
This one's for you, chat.
And yes, thank you, Alex defeating Trinex. His body disintegrating into thin air. And what does he produce? 10
Arrows. We are an hour, 34 minutes, and 47 seconds into this race. And for the first time today on Restream, it is time to get your guesses into chat. That's right, it's time to guess where the big key is in Gannis Tower. There are 22 chests. You get bonus points for guessing a number and the specific geographical location. As always, my guess will be number 3 being Tile Room.
Oh, well, I think we're gonna be the same, but I'm guessing Tile Room, but number 22. Is that okay?
Fine, I guess.
If it's just Tile Room in general, do we get a shared victory?
Alright, last guess is in. We are entering the tower. We're gonna check the torch first. We're gonna ignore. It's a shovel!
I was about to think, what if Big Key is on digging spot? And then I was like, thank God it's not Key Sanity.
Wait a minute, that's not Key Sanity.
Or is it? So that was just number 1, correct?
That's 1.
2. 3.
4.
5. So we'll do alternating then, yeah?
We're gonna do some spooky routing here. Six is moms. 7
is
nothing
key.
but a monkey. It's the key to my heart.
Aww. Oh yes.
Actually,
it is Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, sorry.
It's you. Oh, Happy Valentine's Day. From me to you, Goron. You're my Valentine today.
Aw, shucks.
I don't know if you already have a Valentine, but now you have 2, maybe.
No, I don't. I just thank you.
Now you do.
Forgotten to pay. So we were on 7, was that correct?
Yes, we are on 7. 8. 11 is the... Alright, 11!
Oh, it's 11. I did see somebody with it. Didn't I? No, I'm just seeing 10s and 1s, so...
Well, nobody wins. There are no guesses for being almost correct. There are no points for that. This isn't horseshoes. This isn't hand grenades. Nobody wins today.
P-Train defeating Trinex, and Alex is fighting against the Mimics. And doing the climb. What strats will we see here?
Mimics. Never change. Lana Bean getting the pendant up a mire. Unfortunately, there was no ice rod to be found.
Was left side Thievestown, Misery Mire.
I don't know what
What's
the
that
second item
checked?
was. I'm assuming if she went all the way to Vitreous, that was checked, but unfortunately, it was not what you were looking for. The ice rod was in another castle. We're sorry, Mario.
And chat saying that 2 between them. I know one did 10 and one did 1. Did get 11 together, but yeah.
Okay, but that's if we're assuming that these guesses are additive. What if in actuality they're subtractive? What do you need to subtract 2 numbers to get the right guess? Let me see. Let me do some quick math here. Because we can also give it to. Let me see. Oh god, maths. Oh god. God. We're 19 minus. I think I saw 8 somewhere. Yes, 19 minus 8. It can also go to Brass Rock and Breath of Sleep.
I think we should give it in the spirit of Valentine's Day. You know, they both got one of the numbers, so I think we should give it.
I don't know. Diabolical Pancake raises good points. As hateful as this seed is, it is such a divisive seed. It's time to divide.
If you combine all the answers and then divide them, no, you square root them. You get
we got some
11.
logarithmic scales here to figure out where the 11 was.
We need a whiteboard basically, and just tons
Crack
of
out the Excel
mathematics.
markers. Alright, so finds his ice rod.
Phew.
Oh, man.
Lana still hasn't found her ice rod, and is going to face off to do Lammo.
Nilsson Alex, he's got silvers, he's got butter. He is not going to check the meme chests.
Yep, P-Train is making the way up today. Alex is using those fairies. Well, the powder, and it's Moldorm too.
Return of the Moldorm. Moldorm's revenge. Oh, never mind. Moldorm did not get revenge.
Sad times for Moldorm. And skipping that chest, for all we know, it could have been a piece of heart.
You know the way this scene was going. Pieces of heart for everything.
Oh, it could be red red outfit.
Oh, red armor, progressive armor.
Yeah.
Alright. Since we already had our graphing calculators out, let's go ahead and pull them out one more time. You can put them away. Time to do some math wizardry, math magic, the math magician.
Trigonometry. So that is 301.
Yeah, this fight started off so well. We got 3 for free, and now we're up to 5. We got one more to hit, and there we go.
And Agatu is done in 30111. For
God, this seed's doing everything it possibly can to make this go slower. They know chat wants to see more rando tonight.
Yeah, sure. We'll just ask the runners after this seed to do another one. It's fine.
It's time for the selfie run back. Daily race part 2, baby.
Best of 3. So, I don't know the quote, but Ganon's quote, "The thrill of confusion." I felt that today.
Nilsson Alex getting some good bootstraps in here. Gonna make good use of that since we didn't have it for an hour and a half.
Phase 2 of Ganon. Now in phase 3.
Making it look easy.
Well, after everything Alex has been through, canon is easy. And on to phase 4. Get your GGs ready. And that's 2 silvers, torch glitch, I think.
No! Gravity, the true final boss.
I can't speak now. Oh god.
This seed said it ain't over till it's over, baby. And that might be enough for P-Train to catch up.
We'll just have to see. 2 from P-Train. Sauce fighting Trinex. Lana's still not finding the Ice Rod. 2-1.
P-Train never found the silver arrows. So this will probably not go his way. Even without Charles another time.
Yeah. Silvers. Let me check. That would have been Pod.
Right before the big chest. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Chat's saying he actually did find it. Alright. You can put away your panic.
Nielsen is
Bring it back another day after this go.
Nielsen is on low health, though, so we're gonna see. This is an absolute race here.
We missed the torch glitch. I think we still have some free blue goo.
We can hope, definitely. P-Train is on what, phase 2, but Alex has defeated Ganon. Get your GGs ready. And
cross the bridge in the dark.
Yep. So let's see. When Alex crosses the bridge, it's GG's, and we'll get them in soon. So GG.
With an official racetime.gg time of 1:45:41, Nilson Alex has finished 4th place overall out of 17. GG to Nilson Alex 92.
And P-Train going to, well, hopefully we'll finish up soon after.
And joining us is Nilson Alex. GG.
GG's, man. GG's.
Oh, God. All right. So tell us your thoughts. We want to hear the rage. How are you feeling about the seed?
I mean, I felt like it was a good seed. Like, it was really fast. It just came down to me skipping left side swamp. I felt like I played clean, kind of. So, yeah.
Well, and then, but here's the thing. You know, we had 4 restreamers. Every single person skipped left side swamp.
Well,
no one wanted to go in there.
Like, I feel like that's a normal thing to do. Maybe not a normal thing to do, but like in a sea like this, I feel like that's probably a thing you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not shocking that our runners did that.
Yeah, I think I was like 1 hour, 2 minutes into the sea when I was done with swamp or something like that, and was like, I don't want to do left side swamp, so going to Tutorial Rock felt more tasty at that point. But yeah, it wasn't the right choice in the end.
So, just to say GG for P-Train. We'll see if P-Train comes in as well. I'm just going to say everybody who's finished so far out of our 17 runners. Smirk was 140.46. Ale Tigra 140.140. High Ruler 140.149. And then it's you, Nielsen. And welcome, P-Train. So, this seed, am I right?
GG's P-Train.
GG.
2 things really annoyed me about the seed. Neither of which were the ice rod, actually. The first thing that annoyed me was the early mirror I got in Thebes. I felt like I got that probably earlier than a lot of people. Because with Flute and Mitts, you don't really have a reason to rush these down, so I felt really good about that. But then Mirror led to nothing, like absolutely nothing.
That's true.
The second thing that annoyed me was that I could have skipped Pod. I felt really bold leaving 4 items in Pod. Like when I was in Ice Rod mode, I had Swamp, Ice, and Pod. So I was like, well, let me do Swamp first, because there's, like, I can check all the chests. There's absolutely no way I'm doing left side Swamp here. I knew that going into the Swamp. Cleared everything on the way to Cold Stare in Ice Palace. Luckily found all 3 items. And then Pod, I got the God Pod, so I was like, yeah, I'm 100% going to Turtle Rock, and I'm going to try to skip Pod. And it really annoys me that I actually could have done it, but just chickened out last second trying to save the portal.
Oh man, but still, overall, I think it went about as well as it could have. All
Yeah, I
things
mean,
considered.
the Ice Rod position actually worked out for me. Like, I assume that most people are going to skip left side Swamp in that scenario.
And they
I had
did.
already done a lot of nonsense with that mirror. Like, I had already cleared Pendant Hera, I had already dove, like, Desert. So that Ice Rod location justified a lot of those earlier checks that didn't have anything. Because most people, I figured, you know, when Ice Rod's not in TR, you're going to mirror and go to Hera anyways. So I felt less bad about a lot of the overworld clears I had done with the left side Ice Rod.
Did you do Hera early, Betrayed?
Yes, I did Hera like right after I got the mirror, pretty much.
I got you.
I got the mirror and I took that to Hype Cave. Ended up checking the first chest of Swamp. Then did the Mire Overworld. I dove Desert Saltwoods Boots Locked, and then my next play was the Mountain and Hera.
Yeah, I did everything after I didn't get my Ice Rod in Turtle Rock, so I ended up going to Bombos into Swamp to get that Ice Rod in the end. So I only had like Clear Mire, Desert, and then with Hammer Pigs and Magic Powder, and then Catfish.
Yeah, I had done Hera before I had Hookshot. And when I got Ice Rod, all I had left was the 1 item in Mire, Spike Cave, and Hammer Pegs. That was it.
Like, it was really fast. Like this, it was a fast-paced seed, even though we didn't have boots, so it felt pretty nice. But I do feel a bit stupid not doing left side Swamp now.
No, 100%. Like, you skip left side Swamp in the seed. Like, whether you do it first or last, like, I did left side. I did Swamp Palace first between Swamp, Ice, and Pod because I knew I was skipping left side Swamp. But even if I had done it in the opposite way, like let's say I do Ice, there are no items. I do Pod. There was nothing, no progression in the back of Pod. And then you're left with Swamp, and Swamp didn't have anything other than you know, the 2 items on the left side. You got to pick between that and
Yeah, same here. That's why I skipped left side Swamp. I don't want to do it. Like, it's such a fast-paced seed, and it would feel stupid to do left side Swamp at that point. At least that's how I was reasoning this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a guaranteed 2 items, but they're so slow to get to, and it just in my mind, like it's hard to say correct play because, like, obviously for this seed, it was correct to check left side Swamp, but I feel like just items per minute pacing, I feel like Turtle Rock's the play there. Like,
Yeah,
I would argue staying in Swamp might actually be a bad call, but it was correct for this seed. So what are you gonna say?
I could.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Lana's here. Hi, Lana.
Hi there.
Lana.
Sorry about that. I goofed.
We've all been here before.
Bottle, Ice Rod. Yeah, I goofed.
GG's, Lana.
Oh, thank you, GG's. Oh my gosh. I figured people were done, so I thought, well, rather than finish, I'd go ahead and just forfeit and throw in the towel.
Okay.
No, still GG's though. I mean, I've already talked about this once tonight, but we want to thank y'all for putting yourselves out here for our entertainments. You never know. You always want it to go well, and you never know if it's actually going to.
Yeah, turns out if I did left side Swamp, would have been right in there with the pack, but for once I skip it, and I'm not that kind of person.
Don't feel bad about that. Don't feel
Yeah,
bad about that.
I think skipping it was a good call in this scene, mathematically.
It was. It was. There was no reason not to. 1 item from go mode, 2 items left, but I'm usually a very thorough person. I usually loot a dungeon before I leave, and I decided with my early routing that I had to gamble a little bit here and there, and unfortunately I gambled in Swamp Palace. Oh.
Well, I'm not gonna stay too long because I have to be sleeping now because I'm starting to work in like 6 hours. So thank you guys for putting me on the
I
stream,
guess that's importance.
and thank you guys for doing comms and GGs to everybody.
Yeah,
GG.
I
Alex.
unfortunately have to step out as well, so I'll catch y'all later.
Okay.
Thank you for stopping
GG's
by,
featuring.
featuring. Joining us in the booth is Zos, who has finished his race at 9th place out of 17 at a time of 1:54. GG, Sos.
Thank you
GG.
very much.
And on the record, so I don't do this wrong again, what is the correct pronunciation of your name?
It's Soz, like the Wizard of Oz.
Got it. So
Got
not
it.
Zos. Got it. I will not do that again. All right, so give us your thoughts. What do you think about the seed?
I mean, the seed was your classic Ice Rod Hunt, left side swamp. I played quite poorly in places. I think it was just Sunday evening. Should have probably gone to bed, but saw this was available and went for this instead.
I mean, we respect the choice. We think late night rando is always the correct choice.
I don't think I've ever left Paradox Cave behind before.
You know, we've all been in a position where we accidentally skipped thing by mistake. So, and it still kind of worked out pretty well. I mean, it's still almost top half of the finishers. So, I think it could have been much worse, and it turned out okay in the end.
Yeah, sure did. There was I think it was a long time before we started getting weapons and items in this. I was going through Kakariko thinking surely there's something like a sword's going to show up, but no. And then I ran out of bombs and I had to buy some, and then that got rid of the money that I had stacked up for Zora. And it all kind of slipped apart from there.
One thing led to another. And you're right, that first sword wasn't until, Back of Escape, which was locked behind the mitts you found in the dam. Yeah, this seed was kind of stingy with those weapons.
Yeah, and then finishing off with the full armor of silvers and gold swords. Just like, all right, okay, yeah.
And then, can you tell me what sprite are you using here? I know it's some kind of duck, but is that like a duck from somewhere?
Psyduck.
Oh.
Oh, I'm looking at Lana's.
Oh.
Yes, Psyduck. Of course. Oh my god. Lana, what is this duck?
It is the Burb sprite, BIRB. It's from Kelpsy or Kelsey.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what that was at the beginning, and I'm glad to have an answer now.
It's so cute. It's adorable.
Lana, do you just choose a random sprite every time? How do you go about selecting your sprites?
Just kind of whatever I feel like. A lot of times I use Vanilla Link. Not literally Vanilla Link. There's literally a sprite called Vanilla Link, but I change it up sometimes. Alice or the Burb or a couple others, but there's some I go between.
And so how do you feel that affects some of these more precise glitches where often you're lining up around the size of the sprite exactly?
That can definitely affect it. So a lot of times if I haven't played a sprite, I'll play it on a non-race seed just to see what I think. But yeah, overall, I just need to learn the more consistent methods of doing the hero pot and even hammer yump really. But yeah, I don't know. I like random sprites. They're kind of fun. I don't like them enough to actually choose random. That would be a little bit crazy because some of them are really weird. But I like... Exactly, but I like choosing random ones, seeing what I like.
Thanks for throwing the bird, by the way, Lana. It was much appreciated by all of us.
Always got a meme for the crowds. I figured nobody else probably would have done it. Ah, that hammer though. It was the
Hammer-
bird throwing the bird.
Yeah, that hammer was not playing nice at all.
It wasn't. I didn't last location it, but I got darn close, and that's kind of disappointing, especially since I was thinking about dipping there before I even checked desert, and then I checked desert and leave, so I could have had that hammer earlier, so it was kind of a shame. I didn't think twice about leaving immediately, but it's still kind of rude.
What did everybody think of Samaria and Purple Chest? Like, that did seem quite crazy.
It was fine. You get early enough, you don't have the boots, but you get early enough mirror that it makes complete sense to go ahead and drag it down from Dark Hack checks.
You know, that's a good point.
I got my
well, that's
Samaria
a-
really late.
Right, yeah, the purple chest.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, let's go over to Maya. Something's got to be in there. And then there was the hammer on that first chest, which was nice.
That's what I should have thought and should have gone through with, but I didn't.
And you know, P-Train was talking about this, how the mirror didn't really lead to anything, but without that mirror at Thieves Town, that purple chest would have been a long time coming, I think, for a lot of us.
Yeah, it would have been tough to do. I mean, you would have done the Smith chain, and then you would have had no reason to go back until you got hammer, and you can't really. It just makes no sense.
All right, well, it's that time of the evening again. The race is finished up. Do we have any final thoughts we want to share with chats?
Thank you for everybody for doing this as always, restreaming and tracking and commentary. It's always greatly appreciated, and whenever I'm selected for racing, I greatly appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, echo the same. Thank you so much for having me on, and happy Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday to everyone in the States.
Oh yeah, that was today.
What's football?
What's a sport? I don't.
Football's that thing where you get two goals and you get 1 point when you get the ball through it.
Oh, it's like the white and black ball. Got it.
You headbutt a ball, don't you? I don't know.
Okay.
But no, thank y'all for volunteering to be on Restream. You know, it was really entertaining. We love seeing y'all race. So you know, thanks to everybody who participated tonight. Shout outs to Jinxie Girl and Robs for tracking for us, especially when the tracker went down, and they had a great demonstration about why trackers are important. And you know, last but not least, thank you to Goron for commentating with me tonight.
You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, to clarify, everybody to thank, just thank you, Robs and Jinxie Girl. I will thank you a lot more in future, considering that. Thank you, Tupe, for commentating alongside me. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Lana Bean, Sos, P-Train, and Alex. You know, for running this race. I know that this seed wasn't so nice today. So it's really nice that, you know, you did so many tricks and showed so much. And it's lovely, you know, chatting with you here as well. And again, thanks to all our runners, all 17 of them, you know. It's just lovely watching this, and it's lovely. And before I forget, definitely GG's Sos. So yeah, thank you everybody.
Good night, and we'll see y'all next week. Or I guess tomorrow for the next daily.
Yep, see you tomorrow.